Faith Community Formation Office and Committee is responsible for leading and assisting the Mississippi Conference of the United Methodist Church into a continuously expanding culture and vision of vitality. We do this by developing and forming new faith communities, as well as helping to transform existing churches. We assist congregations in measuring their effectiveness and help them spiritually develop into living into our core values of love, generosity, justice, and apprenticeship. We want churches to be resourced so they can become perfected in fulfilling God's calling. We want to help you identify where there are fields that are ripe for the harvest of fresh disciples. It is our privilege to assess and vet and equip qualified church planters so new congregations can be planted across our connection. Now, we talk a lot about transformation, its processes and methodologies, but simply put, it's a church that's being led to rediscover what the calling from Christ is for their church. It's about listening to the Holy Spirit, deepening our relationship with God, and acting upon what we discern as God's will. This type of deep, God-centered change will reconnect us to being all that we're called to be by God, a church in mission, connected to God's will, individuals that are changing inside that help transform churches. This type of work does not have an ending. Our work is never finished. The journey continues together. Now, it's systematic in nature, our approach, because we want to take into consideration everything a congregation is and does within the framework of God's mission and presence in the world to help them to make new disciples. Over the past year, we've done just that. We've helped establish new faith communities where people are being gathered and transformed, connections are being made, and ministry is taking shape. We do this through new church plants, fresh expressions, and dinner church. The Mississippi Annual Conference of the United Methodist Church, led by the Faith Community Formation Office, is continuing our partnership with Fresh Expressions US. One very successful example is our collaboration for the future of the Black Church National Summit. This collaborative effort also supported our very own End Racism for Good initiative and reinforces our commitment to our core values: love, generosity, justice, you guessed it, apprenticeship. We supported 2 programs created for young emerging adults to help them explore God's call. This happened at Oxford University United Methodist Church and was led by the Reverends Eddie Rester and Chris McAlilly. There are plans to expand and replicate their programs throughout all of Mississippi in the coming years. Stay tuned. In response to the COVID pandemic, we continue to develop relevant resources for the ever-expanding and changing digital discipleship age. We've offered both and hybrid worship training to help churches learn to create a transformative worship experience that is both for in-person and online congregations, that continues with our robust theology but is learning new mediums. Our office has also assessed and examined several churches and communities for their future viability. We want to grow and expand the United Methodist Church presence in Mississippi, and we need your help. We've assisted churches to help learn their current context, that they may be discerning possibilities for their future growth. We've also helped them with resources so that we all can rediscover our mission, re-engage our community, and re-emerge as healthy, thriving, vibrant congregations. We got to provide several trainings and workshops to support the future growth and development of Mississippi. I hope you've attended some of them. The Lead Like Jesus Encounter, the Journey to Transformation Encounter, other district leader trainings, and other things. We've also been in partnership with the Spiritual Leadership Office. We continue to provide coaching and mentoring programs for the development of new leaders in Mississippi. We have shepherded about 20 people through the coach training process who now get to assist in the development of leaders for our future. The Faith Community Formation Office has added 2 new resources for individuals and churches and discipleship teams. I want you to hear this. They're free of charge, people. So use them to develop and grow as a personal disciple and also to start intentional discipleship processes in your own church. They are Discipleship Like Jesus Survey and Disciple Like Jesus Small Group Study. I hope you'll check them out.
The Conference Faith Community Formation's team vision for the future of the United Methodist Church in Mississippi is to resource and transform new faith communities fresh expressions, dinner churches, and revitalized churches to reach previously unchurched people throughout the state. The hope is to further strengthen and equip our district faith community formation teams for the mission of creating new faith communities and revitalize existing faith communities, to empower, equip lay people and clergy to live out the Great Commission, to go and to make disciples for Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. Continue to support and provide resources for digital ministry, discipleship, worship and small group, Bible study, etc. Grow healthy and striving leaders by enhancing our leadership development system by identifying clergy and laity for the next level leadership and growth opportunities, utilizing a coaching and mentoring network that we've developed over the years, providing resources and training to improve wellness and health of our clergy and our laity, continuing to explore opportunities for ongoing leadership strategies that fit ever-changing contexts, to continue to embrace diversity by supporting the advocacy team's effort in sharing resources that support cultural awareness, cross-racial interactions, as well as diversity. My friend, the Bible is clear in this, that we're to go from faith to faith, strength to strength, and victory to victory. The Bible has endless possibilities for elevation, transformation, glorification, and empowerment that we as the people of God have available to us, through us, and for us. It's my hope and it's my prayer that you join me as a disciple of Jesus Christ that make disciples for the transformation of the world. May God bless you and may God keep you. This is my prayer.